Here we go.
Okay, they're all loading. So
We need some goggles.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to start talking now so you all can let me know, is this better? Can you hear me? I hope Michelle came, or yeah, Michelle Tiller's on. Michelle, can you hear us better now?
yes.
Awesome. Okay, wonderful. Thank you for your patience. Once again, Mac is reminding us that it is a better,
yes.
Apple's better in every way. And now at least we know we'll never have that again. So it's good that we're on here with you all who are our friends, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so today's webinar, I love a good webinar. I love learning and being with friends and being around other women who are also learning something awesome and want to improve themselves. So first of all, we want to say good job to everyone for sticking on, for making time for yourself, and for doing this webinar with us today. So again, I'm Amy, this is Bekah. And after eating all the things, Bekah went to, she said, please mute. Is everyone muted now? Okay. Bekah went and weighed herself, and tell them how much you had gained during the holiday season.
Half a pound.
Okay, half a pound. Like in the past, both of us would have packed on like
10.
You know, mine is more like around the 3 to 5 pound, honestly, from October to now. And I don't know, I haven't got on to see, I know that I've been lifting more. So I haven't seen what kind of gain as far as muscle that is, but that for me is a huge win. In the past, I always really packed on weight and just felt super fluffy and not very energized at the end of the year. And I just wasn't feeling good. And that's just not the way we want to end the year. But some of us, that's where we're at. And so if that's where you're at and you're just not feeling your best, then just give yourself some grace this morning. You're going to get 5 simple things that you can start doing literally today and start feeling better, and start doing tomorrow too. I always say the best time to start anything is today. So if you think to yourself, I want to, you know, really make this year amazing. Try to do one of those things now. Like one of the first things we're going to tell you to do, I'm going to grab mine right now. Bekah has hers in the other room.
Yeah, I set it down.
And we locked the dogs out of here so they wouldn't bug us.
So I'm not going back out
there. Water. If you have water right now, I want you to grab it and drink some.
Chug.
Okay. Every day, your metabolism is so tied into water, hydration. It is number one. For so many reasons, every cell in your body needs water in order to function. And cells can function sluggishly, which you don't think about, but you're even like how you feel this way on a cellular level, you feel that way. So if your cells aren't hydrated and all energized and they have all the
caffeinated,
yeah, mine are extra caffeinated too. If they don't have the H2O going, they can't do their function. So out of those 5 steps, you can always do number 1 right away. It's always hydration. If you have had, you know, a day of, you know, really just, let's just say being merry, enjoying life, eating grandma's cookies, having the margarita with the girlfriends, whatever it is that just gives you joy and that I will never take out of my life completely, because that's just no life worth living. If I can't have chocolate chip cookies and a margarita, I'm done. Like just it's over. I need those just sometimes. But if I feel that puffiness in the morning the next day, I literally will get like the bags under my eyes. Water, water, water all day. And I took a picture of myself. Do this for yourself sometime. Take a picture in the morning when you feel that way. Just do a selfie, get some natural sunlight, take a picture of yourself, drink as much water as you can that day, and then do that for yourself again the next morning. And you will notice a difference so much, especially if you're someone who, like I do, I really struggle with water on the weekends. During the week when I'm working out and I'm doing my normal life, it's so different. But the time I need the water the most is the weekend.
Yeah, when we're going a little crazy.
And I try to get her, I'm like, Bekah, you need to drink water right now. And she's like, I hate water from a restaurant, and she's not going to walk into the restaurant with her Stanley.
No.
She is such a water snob.
Cold water,
No.
restaurant water.
You are too much when it comes to water. And she has to have it like, here's my Fiji water, or here's my water in my, $50. She's the one that bought me this Stanley. Which I will say it's worth it. It's worth it. But number one, to kick off your metabolism, you can start doing immediately. I want you to drink water today. How much? How much water do you drink?
Half a gallon.
Okay. Oh, half a gallon, 64 fluid ounces. Okay. That is, if you can get to the point of drinking half of your weight in water daily, that is a really good place to be. Okay. So that's your number one thing. Drink water and try to do half of your weight in water. And then you're going to know that you're not going to, people are like, oh my God, I'm going to overhydrate and I'm going to die. No, you won't. You can't.
I did ask that once.
I know. Yeah. Can I drink too much water? Yes, but I don't think you need to worry about that. So, you want that nice pale yellow pee. Okay. That's what we want. I'm a nurse. So, looking at pee and poop was part of my, past life. And it does tell you a lot. So I know it's weird.
I'll never forget the day you showed me the pictures of your before and after of when you were dehydrated and puffy. It was like we had drank the night before, and then like literally
one day,
24 hours later, I was like, you look like a different
60% of your body weight is water. Okay.
That's crazy.
So if you guys have a high fluctuation on Monday morning and you're like, oh my God, I gained 5 pounds this weekend. No, you didn't. You're holding an extra 5 pounds. It would be really hard for you to gain 5 pounds of fat, stored fat in one weekend. Or you could work out at all weekend and you would not be gaining 5 pounds of muscle by Monday either. So that's water weight. So that's number one, to kickstart your metabolism. Now to go back, first of all, guys, comment in there. Tell me what you think. What is metabolism? What's your metabolism? And why do we need to kick its ass this morning? Why do we want to get it revved up? Anybody want to comment and say, what is metabolism? And we all kind of have we all know, like, it's just kind of a buzzword. I want to have a really strong metabolism. What is that? Okay. Helps burn calories, how fast your body processes calories, helps burn fat. Nobody better be Googling it. I want it from your own brain here.
We just get like a Wikipedia link.
Yeah, that's right. Siri would be like, here are 5. This is what it's found on the web. Bitch, tell me what the web says. I can read. I need you to tell me, Siri. Does that annoy anyone else?
No.
I hate that Siri does that. I want you to tell me the definition, girl. Breaks down the food we eat into the nutrients we need and breaks it up into energy. Girl, who is that?
Diana Henderson.
Well, she needs to be leading this damn thing. Come on, Diana. Okay.
Oh, how your body changes food into energy.
How fast we break down intake of food. Good. Food to energy. Okay. So your metabolism is the energy it requires for your body to function. Okay. And the function is restoring cells. It is making the cells work. It's all on a cellular level of your body taking energy either from the food you eat or from stored fat and using that energy by breaking down glycogen in your liver. Then it makes energy and it sends it out. It's called ATP in your cells. And that's what makes you able to move around and do everything. Or it's what helps your cells to rejuvenate. And they're constantly doing that, constantly, your body. You even use energy to eat food, okay? Which is crazy
to think about.
Your body needs energy to digest the food. And that's something we're going to talk about here in a minute, because some food needs more energy to break down. And you can probably guess which foods are going to actually burn more calories when you eat them. Okay. Crazy, but that is part of it. So your metabolism is the energy it needs to take. Now, Bekah, obviously, she's a lot taller than me. Her body requires more energy to operate than mine does. Mm-hmm. Okay. Our moms takes less energy than mine does. All of us have different bodies. And that's why no one can say, I'm going to go on a 1200 calorie diet. Okay. Well, where did you get that number, babe? Like, why is that the thing?
Isn't that what like a toddler should eat?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So we get these numbers in our brain and we think that's what metabolism is. And I want to speed mine up, so I'm going to eat less. That is the number one. Okay, I want you guys to listen. 2 things that you can do to wreck your metabolism. First is being dehydrated. Okay. The second way that you wreck your metabolism is starving yourself. If you tried to do anything around that 1,000, 1,200, anything less than 1,400, studies show that under that, you are slowing your metabolism down because your body's job is to actually conserve energy. Okay. And think about, whoever lived a long time ago, they need energy to survive. And so they were like, oh, hold on, we're not getting enough right now. So we're going to pull back and we're going to slow all these processes down because we don't have enough.
That little sneak.
Oh, one of our kitties got in.
Yes, I'll go get her.
So if you are saying, I'm not going to eat, and so I can lose weight right now, and you're going to try to starve yourself in January 2024, don't do that. You need to eat, and you need to eat proper foods every day. And you need to know, what does my body need? Now, there is a tool called calorie-calculator.net. And you can go to that and you can punch in your activity level, your height, your age, your current weight, and it will tell you how many calories does your body need to function. Okay. Now, we don't count calories, but I want you to see that number so that it's ridiculous for you to try to be eating, especially for an extended period of time, a very low calorie diet in order to lose weight. That science is dead. Women used to starve themselves, back in the 80s and 90s, low fat, starve yourself, don't eat. That's not it anymore. Okay. That is dead. That's past. And you can ask all these young girls, they know, eat, they'll say,
it's out of style.
And they'll do all these videos. This is what I eat in a day. And they love to show you all the shit they eat in a day.
Them.
We're like hiding. We're like, I'm not eating anything. I'm just having this Cobb salad, with chicken. And
we're over here filming our 5 Christmas meals.
Yeah. They're eating. Okay.
Yes.
So don't be afraid to eat. So that's where you don't want to slow down your metabolism. You want to speed it up. So hydrate. 2, eat. Okay. Now, what are we supposed to eat? You're going to know, first of all the studies show this is your 3rd step. Okay. No, this is your 2nd step. Eat more protein. So number 1 is hydrate. Number 2 is eat more protein. So that's what you should be eating first. Okay. Protein, a high protein diet between 0.36. If you take your current weight and you multiply it times 0.36, that's the minimum amount of protein that your body should be getting. Now, some girl math people out there, it's easier. It's easier just to say 0.5 or half. So this is really simple, you guys. Drink half of your weight in water every day. Eat half of your weight in protein every day. That
sounds easier.
Yeah, it does. It does sound easier but that's the math. Okay. So if you can eat 0.5, so if my weight right now, let's just say I weighed 200 pounds. Okay. Then I would need to be eating at least 100, or not at least, but I would aim for 100 grams of protein daily. Okay. If I weighed 200, if I weighed 180, it would be 90. Okay. So if you can do that, the science says that speeds up your metabolism. Why? Okay. There's a lot of reasons. One of them is it takes more energy to eat protein, or for your body to process protein. Okay. Protein in your body is going to give your body what it needs so that while you're losing weight, especially if you are trying to eat less, that's the part, eat less. It's not about starving yourself. If you know that you've been overeating, eat less, but make sure that you're doing a high protein, because this is what happens. If you start eating less right now in 2024 and you want your metabolism to keep going, it will plummet. And you are going to, your body doesn't know what it needs for energy. It's going to go not after the fat, but it's going to go after your muscle. Okay. So you have to be eating a lot of protein so that you keep that muscle that you've worked hard for, or you don't want to lose more, because as you've aged, your muscle has already started to be less and less and less every year. And that is one of the biggest reasons that our metabolism has slowed over the years, because muscle burns so much more energy than fat. Okay. So if your body if you haven't been strength training, which this is our third point. Bekah, I can tell she's been thinking over here. What were you going to say?
Well, because that was one of the biggest shockers for me when I first started like learning all of this, because like I lost 100 pounds eating, because I did the weight and height and everything, my activity levels, 2,200 calories. Okay. And I had always been told by doctors eat like 1,600, 1,800.
Yeah.
But like that was literally 2,200 was just what it took. Like that had like a few extra calories just because I was working out at that point too. And so then thinking about that, like how much it actually takes to run your body.
Yeah.
Because people are like, oh, I'll just eat less. Well, then you see all these people lose weight quickly and then they have no muscle and they're flabby.
Yes.
So it's like, that's
how not cute.
You lose weight in a healthy way.
That's not cute, you guys. And then, okay, so then this is what happens. There's a lot of people that who are going to probably do these like weight loss food plans that are low calorie. And even some of them are high protein, but there's still not enough calories. And so they're high protein, but then their body still needs more energy to keep going. So it is going to take from that. And then, so now over time, once you hit 30, ladies, and you've heard me say this before probably, but after you turn 30, your body starts to slowly lose muscle. And then typically as you age, for women, we want more and more carbs, and we want more and more, and we eat out more and more because our kids are leaving or they're doing, and it's easy and life gets busier. And so we start packing on that weight because we've lost muscle that we had when we used to be able to eat whatever we wanted. I was never in that camp, but I've heard that it is possible for some people. But they've lost that muscle, and they've eaten more and more of foods that are going to easily pack on weight. And so over time, like it just puts you in a really bad place, but you can reverse it. Okay. So you can reverse it. What are some of your favorite go-to proteins to eat? I have a list of those that I'm going to go over with you. Thank you for asking that. Okay. So
look at you being prepared as could be.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to walk you through real quick, guys, my 100 protein. If I was going to try to eat 100 grams of protein, okay, this is what a day could look like for me. Are they getting kicked out and coming back in? Okay. So if I had 2 eggs for breakfast with some Greek yogurt, now I would also have some Dave's Killer bread then too. That I could have that for breakfast. That would be 13 and a half grams of protein with my eggs, 12 grams of protein with my Greek yogurt. Then if I had one of my Fairlife shakes, that's 25 or 30, depending on which of those I get. And then if I had,
honestly 42, because they have the ultra ones too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then if I did tuna salad, which a tuna packet, that would be 18 grams of protein, 1 cup of cottage cheese at lunch, that would be 21 grams. And having that with like some veggies and some fruit, and like I'll usually do like wheat thins or something because I need a little crunch, I'd be so full after that. And then
satisfied.
Yeah, and satisfied. And then grilled chicken at dinner with probably like some brown rice, which that will have, there is protein in like your brown rice, your oats, your veggies, those will add up to, if you just do a little bit of those with good proteins and good veggies, especially your green veggies, they do have protein.
They fill in the gaps.
Where you could get another 20 just from those. But just looking at the obvious protein through my day, that would be 112 grams of protein that day.
Gosh.
112. And so if you're thinking there is no way I can do that, yes, you can. You just have to be intentional. And if you're eating this much protein, you are not going to be able to eat all the other things that you're not going to crave the peanut M&Ms while you're sitting watching, Why Women Kill. I'm just speaking from experience. That is such
just clicked.
It's so good. If you guys have not watched it, it's so good.
You were too happy when you said that.
Because I'm like, yes, that is why we kill. That's why we do it right there. Or why I want to kill. I'm going to make a new show. Why women want to kill. Okay. Now
that's our next webinar.
That's the next webinar. So here's another example day. Protein, 30 grams of protein in my protein oatmeal.
So what's your go-to protein oatmeal right now?
Well, I would just make it myself, or I do a
Mm-hmm.
scoop. I do a cup of or a 1 serving oatmeal. I think it's like 2/3 cup, and then I do a scoop. I put that in the microwave
Mm-hmm.
and cook the oats, and then I take those out, and then I add in a scoop of protein, and then just almond milk, and just stir it up until it's the consistency I want. And then my favorite is to do it with the vanilla, and then I just put frozen blueberries on top,
Mm-hmm.
and that's my go-to. And sometimes I'll put in a little bit of cinnamon too.
Yeah.
6 nuts, 6 grams. That's like one of my favorite snacks because I like crunch.
So just like the mixed nuts.
Yeah, mixed nuts. And I like the raw ones from Aldi. I just got, they're so good. And then shrimp tacos at lunch. Ooh, 2 servings of shrimp, 24 grams. Then the Fairlife shake, 25. And then chicken sausages at dinner that I do this protein pasta with penne pasta and cut up chicken. That's 105 grams for that day. One more day, turkey sausage at breakfast, eggs, 2 eggs. That would be 11 and 14. Protein shake. You can see there is some supplementing going in, especially if you're doing, like strength training and doing all those things. You can't, it's just the same with hydration. You're not going to have too much protein. Now your belly might tell you that you are. If you get constipated, then you might need to slow down or really up your fiber. If you're going high in protein, you're going to need to make sure you're hydrated and up your fiber to keep yourself regular. Also getting in healthy fats like avocado, getting in a nut butter, doing healthy olive oil, having those along with those proteins. That is what is going to keep you feeling your best. Okay. So in 2024, we are not thinking about all the things we cannot eat, the things that we cannot do. Think about what you need to be doing to fuel, to love your body. Your body functions best with high protein. And then a turkey wrap with some broccoli for lunch, and then chicken chili at dinner, 100 grams of protein that day.
Nailed it. And it's important to remember too, guys, all of this is flavorful, and sauces are your best friends.
Yes, spices.
There's so many good low-calorie sauces.
Don't be cooking like a white girl.
No.
Don't be doing that. You get out, use some Tabasco. You go to that spices aisle.
Korean barbecue that you found.
Yes.
Oh, life-changing.
You some Simple Truth sauces. You get whatever you need, flavor that up. Just make sure that whatever you flavor it with is low in sugar, and that you're watching your portions. If you use a sauce, that's pre-made. That's something you need to watch.
A lot of those proteins you can buy pre-made. As someone who's just like, I prep, buy all the prep.
30-10-35. Okay.
We never stick to time.
I know. We want to respect your time. So we're going to go for 5 more minutes. Hopefully you guys can stick around because we were 10 minutes late coming on, but we are going to respect your time. Okay. I want to go through this list real quick. These are my top protein sources. Deli turkey, eggs. We will make this list and put it in the webinar notes, so you guys will get them. Okay. Deli turkey, eggs, mixed nuts, non-fat cottage cheese, chicken, beans. And I don't always use non-fat. Sometimes I do low fat. Beans, peanut butter. 1 cup of beans, guys, gives you so much fiber, and it's 12 grams of protein. Wow. Beans are your bestie. Okay. And they can really extend, like if you only have 1 pound of hamburger, but you got to feed the whole family, put some kidney beans in there.
You hide them well.
My mama did that, or black beans, and that gives you more bulk, and it's going to give you protein. It's so good for you. Tuna packets, ground turkey. I still eat bacon, turkey bacon or regular.
Center cut. 6, really high in protein.
Center cut. Yes. Ground chicken, turkey sausage, chicken sausage, protein shakes, string cheese, protein bars. But I do use protein bars and protein shakes, like 1 a day. Don't be making all of your meals protein supplements. You need some real ass food in your body. Okay. You need to be, if you're like, I don't like meat, you know who you are, Renee. If you don't like meat,
look at Carrie.
I know. There are so many other ways to still get that protein. I love fish, and fish. Yes. Listen to this, you guys. Cod has 41 grams of protein per serving.
That's why it's huge in the weightlifting world.
41 grams. Now, if you're like, okay, it tastes like nothing. You're right. It does. And it only tastes good if it's fried with tartar sauce on it.
Make a low-fat tartar sauce and a baked fish.
That's right. You do baked fish. You do some crumbs on top to give it a little crunch, or air fryer. And then you make your own low-fat, use a good, make your own relish. And I'm telling you, some sriracha which is hot sauce. If you girls don't know, if you put some sriracha in your tartar sauce, so good. It's all about what you're putting with this stuff. Okay. So cod and salmon, great sources.
Which salmon's a healthy fat.
Yes.
Which is great. You know?
30 grams of salmon, lean beef, lentils, beans, all of that. I love fish. Good. Get it in your house. And the great thing about fish is that it comes vacuum sealed, and you can just take out one piece in the morning, put it in your fridge, and then at lunch, when you're ready to fix it in your air fryer, if you're home, or if you're going to make them for dinner, just run them under cold water, get them out of there, rinse them off, pat them dry, put a little olive oil on there, salt and pepper. Girl, that's all you need to do. Get that bitch out, put some good sauce on her, and it's good dinner. That is some good food that you can make so fast. Fish cooks really fast. And we are all about, well, okay, let's just talk about this. I do like almost all of the cooking in this relationship.
She does. Yes. And then she hands it to
me. And I feed this bitch so well.
She does.
So well.
And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
And then she gets mad because she's like,
when I feel bad that I think I don't pay her enough, I'm like, oh yeah, I feed her well though. She gets a lot of good food.
Facts.
Okay. So those are your main top 2: hydrate, eat protein. I'm going to go through the rest of them, and then we're going to circle back. So if you have to go, I want you to know what they are. 3 is build muscle. We talked a little bit about that. 4, get more whole foods in your diet and less processed foods. Why? Because processed foods are high in vegetable oil, are high in chemicals, and they're high in added sugar. Okay. When you're taking in those, this is what your metabolism does. Okay. It freaks out. Your metabolism does not know what to do with that stuff. Okay. And it's like, I guess we store it as fat. I don't know. What do you think we should do? I don't know. What do you think?
It panics.
It
needs a Xanax.
Yeah, it needs a Xanax. It needs a Xanny. You guys, your body does not like those foods, and those foods get burned or get used up. Take 0.
That's why you're so freaking hungry.
Yeah, you eat it and it's burned so fast.
And then you keep eating it, and then you eat the entire bag of chips.
Yes, you can eat the whole. They're called empty calories. Most of them, those processed foods are empty calories.
They're literally designed to make you fat.
Yes.
And eat more.
But they confuse your body. Even on a cellular level, synthesized protein, like what we're talking about, like in protein bars, those are metabolized differently than, say, a piece of chicken. So the more whole foods you can get in your diet, and we're talking like a farm. If you go to a farm and you're like, okay, what can I eat here? Those are going to be more your whole foods. You know, your anything that is grown. Just think of this. It's not in a bag and it's not in a box or container. It's around the perimeter of your grocery store. Okay. Eat more of those foods and then fill in with some canned goods, your peanut butter, those things, but stay away from all the bags and boxes. And the frozen foods aisle, you just get the frozen veggies and those kind of things. A lot of the stuff in the frozen, you're like, well, it's healthy. I know it's better. It's better than cooking the chicken yourself. And I use convenient foods. I'm not saying that I don't. And one thing we talk about with the sisters coaching is doing it in a balanced way. Yeah. Like 80% of the time it's whole foods. And then we've got those convenient foods in 20% of the time. Okay.
Which is only 5 a week.
But 80% of the time, we are cooking the whole foods, and then we just fill in the gaps with other stuff. And sometimes it's 50-50. I'm not going to say that we're perfect at it either, but that's the goal. Okay.
It's progress, not perfection.
Right.
Always.
Okay. And then 5, which is tied into what we just talked about, eat more protein, eat less sugar. Okay. This is the reason why. When you eat sugar, I've got some girls on here that love Plexus, and I know you guys talk about all day the spiking of your blood sugar. Yes. That when you spike your blood sugar, that also damages your metabolism. Okay. So every time that you're going way up with some, for mine, it is my go-to, I love cereal. Okay. If I had cereal at bedtime before bed, it would go whoop real fast and then crash back down. And then when it crashes back down, what that's doing is it's really messing with your blood sugar level and other hormones in your body. And those are all tied into your metabolism. And then you want to eat too much because now you're way down here. And then you're like, oh God, I got to get something now. So naturally, when you want something now, you want a fast sugar again. Okay. So it's a perpetuating cycle instead of, which you guys all know emotionally, a lot of us are like this. It's tied into what you're fueling your body with. And if you start being this girl, doesn't mean you're a boring bitch. It just means you're calm, cool, and collected. And then, when you want to bring it, you can, but you can bring it intentionally instead of just feeling like you're on this emotional roller coaster. Being woman is hard, damn hormones. I know.
Yes.
But it's so tied into what you're fueling your body with on a nutritional level. So if you can give your body what it needs and be really packing in that protein, eating healthy carbs. If you want something sweet, you're having, some fruit, an apple, some berries, and you're really fueling your body. Then you're going to stay right here, and your metabolism isn't going to be wrecked because you're doing this with the sugar, and sugar is the enemy. Okay. It's not fat. Don't think that it's not the low fat thing anymore. It's healthy fats, low sugar, high protein, drink your water and build muscle. That is where it's at. That is how we are sitting here still feeling good after the holidays. Now, will I be going into cutting season and looking even more fabulous in the next couple of months?
Yes.
You better believe it, because get ready for that. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to build more muscle and feel even better in my body and keep glowing up. I want people to go, oh my God, Amy is Benjamin Button. Like, what happened to her?
I will say though, it's intentional. It's not like you feel like you have to, it's just like an addition.
Yes.
That is where it's at. And it's nice to be where it's not, we're constantly on something.
And
it's just like, oh, let's do this for fun. And we love it.
Yes. Yes. And now we both say, this is so different. Like when we ate, a lot of times now I'll stop and I'll leave stuff on my plate, guys. Yep. I never used to be able to do that. I used to be a clean the plate club, and I wanted to go back for seconds and thirds. But now that my metabolism is restored, my hunger level, my satisfaction hormones, those are in there. They're working properly. So now when I'm done, I go, oh, I'm done. I don't want any more. If I did, I'd feel sick, and I don't want to feel sick, and I don't need to keep going. So it's very different now that when your body is functioning as it should be, it really is your friend, and it's communicating with you constantly, and you're both on the same, it's like, it's easier to listen to yourself instead of going like, you're not even like your brain and your body isn't even connected. I don't know if you guys have ever felt that way, where it's just like, why is my body doing this? And I hate that feeling out of control and feeling like there's no hope for me, and I can't.
Like a wild animal.
You do. Yeah. And you feel like, why does everybody else have this figured out and I don't, and that is such a terrible, terrible feeling. And now, like, we really both this year, I'm so excited about 2024, guys. Like, this is going to be such an amazing year for us.
It's a whole other level.
It is. And we want to help more and more women. We want you guys. We are still a work in progress. And the way that we coach is we always are very vulnerable about our good days, our bad days, like what is working for us, what isn't working for us, so that we can all do this together. I will tell you, the bonus thing that you can do to kickstart your metabolism is get in a community of a bunch of women who are also working to improve themselves. If you're surrounded with women who ask you, why are you eating that? Or,
are worse than that question.
Are instead, they're like sabotaging you whenever you try to do something better for yourself. You need women around you that are saying, yes, girl, eat that chicken. You look good. I'm just so proud of you. And here's a recipe that I tried that I love. And
we love support.
And I'm like, you want to be around those women. They're like, oh, did you get a new water bottle? Because I love your water bottle. And look at those leggings. Oh man, your ass looks fine in those leggings. Those are the women that you need in your life, because if you have jealous bitches in your circle who are going to try to tear you down and who are going to try to take away your successes,
you just feel defeated.
Yes, because they're the ones who are supposed to be rooting for you, and you're going to be like, you're supposed to be my friend. Why are you making me feel bad for eating salad at lunch?
I do, Emily.
Yeah. Don't get those girls. Ask them to say, oh, your salad looks good. Look at my salad. Like that's the women.
You share your salad.
I mean, and if you're like, oh, I hate salad, you're not getting the right salad. You need our recipes, because I can make me a mean salad. We're going to be like, give me more. I need more of that salad.
She calls them her big ass salads. Yeah. They are phenomenal.
I love salad. Okay. So those are those, I hope, did you guys tell us in this? Okay. What
We need to go back to building muscle real quick.
Okay.
Talk about strength training more, I think.
Okay.
Because I don't think people realize how good it is. It's not like you're bulking or whatever. It's like,
okay, we're gonna do our little stretching, our little muscle training here. Guys, listen, listen to what I just learned, guys. 11 minutes. Okay. This is the study. 11 minutes of strength training 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Increase their metabolism. And I think it was by like 16%. Guys,
everyone has 11 minutes.
You have to be lifting weights or strength training to the point of your muscle going, please stop 3 times a week. At least you need to be building muscle, because if you don't, your body will get to the point where you only need 1,200 calories, and you don't want to live that life. You don't want to be that woman who is half of her body weight is fat and she can't get off the floor when she's in her 70s.
The brain fog and the energy dip and all that. It's just not good.
There's so much tied into, I mean, we could do a whole nother webinar, maybe we will, on the power of muscle and why muscle is your body's best friend, and how to make it happen for you. I did do the strength training. I did the strength training program because I wanted women, and if you guys haven't gotten it, you can get it and then you download it, and oh, there it is right there. Stacy's got it, the ladies only program. And you can do that. And seriously, some of those workouts at the beginning, like it's just biceps or triceps, like you're just working your arms that day, and you can be like, done, I did that today. By the end of the week, you've worked every muscle group in your body, and there's nothing better than feeling stronger in your body. So be doing strength training. Now there's strength training. Thank you, Megan. And Megan, you are the lifter. I love watching her lift.
Just flying.
She's a baddie. Strength training can happen with Pilates. It can happen in bar. I mean, if you've been to Jay's bar, you know that. There's a lot of ways to do strength training. You don't have to have weights, but I will tell you, there is something really badass feeling when you pick up 20s and you can curl those bitches and go, where are the 25s? I don't know what just happened, but I turned into Popeye in this class, and now I
prefer She-Hulk personally.
She-Hulk, yeah. She-Ra. Remember She-Ra, Carrie? I love She-Ra. Okay. But that is when you build muscle, you're going to love the way your body feels, the way it looks. And that is the number one thing to do for your metabolism, because muscle takes so much more energy to operate.
And there's not a better feeling when you like see something.
Oh, you see that shoulder pop? I'm cute. Okay.
I'll do a general rundown real quick for the note takers.
Yes. So we did hydrate, drink your water. You can do that starting today.
64 ounces.
You can eat more protein today. Eat and drink half of your weight in water. Eat half of your weight in protein every day. Build muscle by strength training at least 11 minutes, 3 times a week. Get more whole foods and less processed in your diet. Eat less added sugar. And that is another webinar that we will do for you guys. These are all topics. Each week, we will focus on either a mindset or a nutrition or activities lesson. A session will be around one topic, because we touched on a lot today. We all need to verbalize those compliments we think about someone else, for sure. Emily's the best at it too. Emily, you're so good at that. Those things, the hard part, you guys, is the mindset around these things, because I know that we still have a lot of mindsets out there that you feel like, if I don't do it perfectly, then I'm a failure. The 100% mind, the all or none, is the biggest downfall, or the biggest, well, how would I say that? It destroys us. It destroys our progress.
The biggest defeat.
Yeah. And we will constantly remind you that that's not required, because we are like all in people, but no more all or none.
No,
it's just not good.
Choosing, I'm going to consistently get better. That, just be all in on that. That's what it takes.
So the reason I'm saying this is, I want you all, and I know there is a cost. Being in our coaching program is $49. So Diana, I know money is an issue. And I'm telling you, the women that are in this, I have tried, and I'll tell you this. I know she's tried, and I've seen her post even, who will be my accountability buddy? Guys, I did that for so long. with it not having a price tag attached to it. I tried to get someone to care enough about my success with fitness, and I would text them and say, hey, it's Sunday night. Let's really help each other all week this week, and let's both really try to get healthy. Guess what? It didn't happen. And a lot of times it didn't happen on my end. And then I wouldn't want to let my friend down, so I wouldn't even message her or say anything. If you really want results and you really want change, you need to get in a group that is intentional.
You have to
And
invest in yourself.
$49 a month, you guys, is like $12 a week. And if you can't come up with $12 a week, you're doing something wrong. You have something that you can do right now. If you needed to come up with that money, I know that there is a latte that maybe you could take off the list, or you could take off Netflix. Maybe, I mean, I wouldn't, but maybe that's something that you need to do in your life.
You could downgrade the plan to the $9.99 one.
$49, you are worth that. And in that, each week you will have a plan. You will have the knowledge that you need. You will have the encouragement. You'll have two women here automatically
with you.
Sisters, we call it that, because I could not have lost my weight, and I could not have built the muscle and built the success in my business and feel the way I feel about myself today. I couldn't without my sister,
and vice versa.
And if you don't have someone on a sister level, and sisters are different than friends, okay?
We're always honest.
Sisters are going to tell you what you need to hear. You will not always like me. You will not always like Bekah, because we are going to give you hard truth sometimes and say, girl, you're making an excuse right now. Okay. Hard truth, tough love, because with her, I can tell her hard truths because I know she's going to still be there tomorrow because she's my sister. Okay. We're not just about being your friend. We don't want to just tell you what you want to hear. We're going to be there to tell you what you need to hear. And if you don't have people like that in your life, and this has been a constant struggle for you, that is why. Not having the support you need and not having the accountability that you need to really stay in it. Okay. And so we just want to encourage you guys, everybody, get in the sisters coaching. It's group coaching. It's every Sunday. If you can't watch it, or if you can't be there with us, you can watch it later. It will help you stay in that mindset.
I'm here to vouch for that. I'm their sister-in-law.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. That's right. And then you'll have that plan on Sunday. You're going to get the tips, the tricks, the life hacks, and all that in that too. You're going to have fun. We'll make it fun. We'll make it doable. We're not going to tell you change all this tomorrow and do it perfectly for the next 365 days. That's stupid. Nobody can do that. We can't do that. I work in fitness and can't do that. I've worked out one time in the last week because it's not been on my schedule that I have to. I am naturally a lazy person that wants to sit around and eat and drink all the time. That's truly who I am. I do love exercise, but I'm not one to jump up and go, let's go for a run. Okay. That's not who I am. Then you're going to have on Friday, every week, you'll have a check-in where you're going to send us like how you did, and you're going to score yourself on 0 to 10, because you can't just say 100% or fail. You're going to do maybe a 7 week, a 6 week, but you're going to tell us what you did well, what didn't go so well. And you're just going to send that to us. And then we can see that and then give you messages back at any time. If you need something, you can message us. You're going to be in a community of all the other women in there. The more that you are connected and put yourself out there, the more results you're going to have. You cannot do this. You can't just lock yourself in a room and say, I'm going to power. I tried that for so long to do it on my own. Too. It's miserable. And yeah, it's lonely. It's lonely because no one else is eating a salad but you. And that's why you're like, okay, screw it. I'm just going to eat whatever they're eating that's in the break room because I'm sad. And
then you're all miserable together.
I'm sad and I'm sad and lonely. And those donuts look good. But if you know that there's somebody going, okay, did you have the donut only on Friday like you planned instead of having a donut every day? Have one? Yeah. And did you just have one instead of having 3 throughout the day and you broke them in half? But bitch, we all know that those added up to 3. That's some shit girl math. That's still 3 donuts. It's
still the same amount of calories, unfortunately.
I like Michelle. She laughs at me. Michelle, will you please be on every webinar and just, I'll pay you. Okay, so who is going to be in this group with us? Yes, I had a hidden agenda with this free webinar.
Well, obviously.
And that is Stacy's in it. And it is to say, I hope that you got tons of value from this. I hope that you got tons of value from being in this group, like this webinar, even if you don't sign up. I hope that this moved you a little bit further and that you're going to say, hey, okay, I got a lot from that. I'm going to try on my own because I'm not ready to commit, or I don't have the money right now. Whatever it is, I get it. It may not be your time, but if your gut is telling you this is my time, this is my thing, I'm just scared, do it now. Stop thinking about it. Just commit to it and say, I'm doing this for myself. I am making this a better year for myself. It's not a resolution, guys. And this is not a diet. This is a lifestyle. It's a way of life. Carrie up in the left-hand corner, she's lost over 35, 50 pounds or something now with us. Okay. She's raising her hand. I thought she had a question. I was like, yes, Carrie, what is your question?
I will say too, you will never regret investing in yourself and finally doing it. Never once have I thought, oh, I wish I wouldn't have lost 100 pounds.
Yeah, really.
Literally never.
I wish I wouldn't have spent 2024 trying to make myself better.
You will never be like, oh,
you will not
done that.
You'll have zero regrets. Okay. So we are going to toast each other. This is, I love this juicy peach. This is the sparkling water and other natural flavors from Aldi.
It's so good.
They also have a peach though that I love it for the Sam's Club. It's Walmart brand. But it's sparkling water.
Cherry limeade is phenomenal.
And look at these cute, they're called coupe glasses. Yes. They're very bougie, fun. They have little pearls on them. Bekah bought me these because I was having a bad day the other day, feeling sorry for myself. I do that. I have bad days too.
Yeah, same.
Cheers to 2024. Oh, that's good. We love you guys. We think you're amazing. We want you guys to be a part of the sisters group. If you're like, I'm already getting coached in another way with you, we'll let you know all about transitioning. But it'll be an event like this every Sunday through May. So it's now through May, and then we'll take the summer off, and then we will resume August through the end of the year for anyone who wants to keep going. Bekah has lost over 100 and how many pounds?
Over 100.
Okay.
Yeah. I just kept going. I don't know.
She just kept going, but it didn't happen in 1 year.
No.
You know, this has been an ongoing process. And even if you're like, well, I've lost all the weight, I feel better.
There's always room for improvement.
There's always room for
it. You can always feel better.
Yes. And
you get addicted.
To have people around you constantly who are pouring into you, to have a coach. Coaches, you get two. This is the best BOGO. Sisters. The best BOGO you're going to get right here. Buy one, get one.
How do we join sisters group? It is in the app under pricing plans. That's the best way right now to go in and get that started. It'll just auto renew every 30 days for 5 months.
And then it stops at 5 months.
Yeah. There's no cancellation or anything like that. But you are in for that 5 months though, unless something, comes up.
And there are two options. Yeah. You can do pay per for the 5 or pay in full, and then you get the 5th month free. So you pay, it's like what, $196? Is that what it was, Stacy?
Yes.
196. Yeah. Okay. So that's the two different ways.
And please try to get me there in those morning classes.
Yes, she will. We'll get to one, maybe to one. Okay. So, also be sure Body Boot Camp, it starts, January 2nd. So listen, guys, we are going to have a challenge every month in the year of 2024 for Sweatshop.
You came up with this and I was so excited when you sent me the plan.
There will be one challenge. Some challenges will go for 2 months, but one challenge every month. Those are $30, and then you earn, this month will be, I think we're doing a tank top.
Yes.
A tank that we can work out on, or you can do a t-shirt, tank or tee.
This is kind of your get kickstarted for summer situation. Yes. So a tank was appropriate.
Yeah. So we are going to do Body Boot Camp, and then it'll be a self-love in February. Ooh. So every month is a new challenge where you get a fun tracker, you get to color in.
Then let me show you the tracker for this.
For everyone who completes every challenge for each month in 2024, you get put into a drawing at the end of the year, and you could get 2025 free with the Sweatshop. Okay. And you could use that for a free year of more coaching, or you could do, that's the habit tracker.
Yeah.
And then there's another one for the workouts.
Like Amy created these and I love them.
If you can see, one of these is a little tree, and we are going to make you guys get out in the cold once a week for an outdoor walk for 30 minutes with this. And that's just to prove to yourself that you're a baddie and that you can be outside and do hard things.
That shit.
Yeah. And so 5 workouts with the Sweatshop a week, 1 outdoor workout, 30 minutes. That's the workout part. And then $30 to sign up. Body Boot Camp, you can do it at home with Zoom, or you can do it in studio or a combo of both. And then we'll have all those new trackers hanging up in the studio for you guys to claim yours on
And
Tuesday,
events count as well. Like
Tuesday,
advanced
Wednesday,
events and
whenever you can sign up now. You'll sign up now, and then you're just going to start. Maybe you can't start working out until Thursday. Well, then you'll just color in your first one on Thursday. You pick your day one that you actually get going, but you just got to make sure you get 5 in. And so you could do 2 workouts in a day. Some people even do 4. Some people crazy and can do that.
They crazy. They crazy.
I know they crazy like Carrie.
Her face already.
So this is all that we have for you with Sweatshop. We are going to give you full support. You're going to
act like we're not impressed. Oh, that's all.
That's all.
Please, we're amazing.
I mean, we can do all these things. We have for you the classes that you need in studio or on Zoom, and now pre-recorded with our ladies only workouts that you can do at home.
We're releasing new courses,
monthly challenges to keep you. I'm telling you, the women who do the challenges show up more. That's just the facts. The third, after getting in your challenge, you can do the coaching, and you're going to get the help with nutrition, motivation, and support. So you get everything you need with the Sweatshop. Okay.
And we did the math, and it's literally less than $200 a month if you invest.
$158, even if you have the baddie pass. All 3 of those would be $158 a month, which I know you're like, damn, that's a lot. When you really think about it, you could save money too if you pay in full, but it's not, when you break it down per week, what you're spending on your self-care, and there's nothing more important than your health.
When you're good, everything else and everyone around you is better.
That's right. But you can pick and choose those too, what works for you, what you need, and what you don't. I think that you need all 3,
obviously.
And so does Bekah, because that's what we do. And that's what, we think, what we see over and over makes the best results for the people that are doing those 3 things. So we love you. Please share this with your friends when we post this webinar. Let them also see what they need to, and really just whatever your fitness goals are this year. We want you to feel your absolute best. We want you to feel good in your skin. We want you to feel confident. We want you to know like you have total freedom in life to do whatever it is that you want to do, because you have the energy and the confidence to do it.
There's no price tag on that.
No, it's the best. Okay, we love you. Happy New Year.
Bye.
Thanks for watching, guys. You're amazing.